In this video, I want to look at several different strategies to add multi-digit numbers. The first one I'm going to look at is base 10 addition. I'm going to consider the problem 34 plus 27. For base 10 addition, we have 4 steps. The first step is we want to represent the addition problem using base 10 blocks. So for 34, I'm going to have 3 of my 10 rods and 4 of my single cubes. For 27, I will have 2 of my 10 rods and 7 cubes. So this is our first step. The next thing we're going to do is group our 1 cubes together. So I still have 3 of my 10 rods here, 2 down here, and then I'm going to group all of my 1 blocks together. When I do that, I look to see if I can group 10 of them, which in this case I can. I can take these 10 and group them all together. So my next step is I'm going to trade my groups of 10 ones for 10 sticks, for 10 rods. So I have 3 10 rods and 2 already. We're going to take these 10 ones and trade them in for a 10 rod, and then we still have the 1 1 left over. And then the very last step is we're going to actually write this number in standard form. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 10 rods and 1 single cube. So our solution would be 61. The next method I want to look at is the standard algorithm. Let's look at something like 398 plus 427. The first step I'm going to do over here, we add the ones. We add 8 plus 7 to get 15. We then regroup. We're going to write 15 ones as 110 plus 5 ones. So we have our 5 ones and our 110. Now we add the tens. We have 1 plus 9 plus 2 is 12 tens. And once again, we regroup. 12 tens means 100 and 2 tens. So we write down my 2 and I have the 100. Third step, we're going to add our hundreds. 1 plus 3 plus 4 is 8. So we have 8 hundreds. So our solution is 825. My next method is lattice addition. For this one, let's look at 268 plus 483. The first step in lattice addition is we're going to consider our numbers at our addition as columns here. And then we're going to draw a diagonal line to separate each one of my columns into 2 pieces. We can then add our place values, either right to left or left to right. We put the tens above the line and the ones below the line. So 8 plus 3 is 11. 6 plus 8 is 14. 2 plus 4 is 6. So we have 0, 6. We then add along the diagonals. This is 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. 6 plus 1 is 7. And here I just have a 0. So my solution would be 751. Let's do another one of these. 967 plus 495. Once again, I'm going to think of breaking this into columns. And then we draw a diagonal line to break each column up into 2 pieces. So it looks like this. We then add 7 plus 5 is 12. So we write down our 1 above and 2 below. 6 plus 9 is 15, so we write 1 above and 5 below. 9 plus 4 is 13, so we write the 1 above and the 3 below. And then we add the diagonals. Here we just have a 2. 1 plus 5 is 6. 3 plus 1 is 4. And here I just have a 1. So my solution, 1,462. The next method I want to look at is column addition. So let's do 268 plus 483. For column addition, we are going to break these up into columns. We then add one place value at a time, and we can go right to left or left to right. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 8 is 14. 8 plus 3 is 11. We then need to start adjusting columns. We move any 10s to the column to the left. So I'm going to adjust this 14 by moving a 1 to the left to make this a 7. 4, 1, 1. We then need to move the 1 here to the left, so 7, 5, 1. So my solution is 751. Let's do another one of these. 967 plus 495. Once again, let's break this up into columns. And then add each column. 9 plus 4 is 13. 6 plus 9 is 15. 7 plus 5 is 12. And then we move any 10s to the column to the left. So I move this 1 over to make this 14 and a 5, 12. I then need to move this 10 over. So the 5 becomes a 6 and this is a 2. So my solution, 1,462. I now want to look at expanded form, also known as grouping addition. Let's look at the problem 43 plus 26. The first step is to actually break this problem apart into its expanded form. So 43 is 40 plus 3. 26 is 20 plus 6. We then add together the corresponding pieces. 3 plus 6 is 9, and 40 plus 20 is 60. We then write the number in standard form. 69 would be our total sum. Let's do another one of these. 172 plus 149. Once again, I want to break these up. This would be 100 plus 70 plus 2. And 100 plus 40 plus 9. We add up our 100s to get 200. 70 plus 40 is 110, and 2 plus 9 is 11. From there, we need to go ahead and write this in full standard form again. This is 200 plus 100 plus 10 when we rewrite 110. And then we rewrite 11 as 10 plus 1. So this is a 300 plus 20 plus 1, which gives me my solution of 321. The last method I'll talk about in this video is partial sums. Let's look at 835 plus 243. For this one, we're going to add one place value at a time. And we can go either left to right or right to left. We start by adding the hundreds. 800 plus 200 is 1,000. The tens, 30 plus 40 is 70. And the ones, 5 plus 3 is 8. And we then add these pieces. When we do, we get 1,078. Let's look at another one. 945 plus 468. 900 plus 400 is 1,300. 40 plus 60 is 100. And 5 plus 8 is 13. We then add these pieces. When we do, we get 1,413 for my solution.